Hey y'all, what's up? So it's Tammy Hinkle-Davis, Fancy Flamin' Fro, coming really quick just to talk to you guys about my transition. I've put out a couple of videos just on my Sisterlock journey so far. I am going into the third month. Today is April the 18th. So April the 24th will be 3 months Sisterlock for me. So I kind of just want to come to you guys real quick and just talk about my journey really quick, why I decided to get Sisterlocks, the costs, the perks of having Sisterlocks, well, the pros, the cons, things like that. So really quick, I decided to get Sisterlocks simply because I had been natural for 7 years and I was just totally tired of my natural hair. And I was just at the point where 7 years natural, I've cut my hair probably 5 times. I probably did 2 small chops and 3 big chops. Like literally, hair was this big, cut it down, shaved the sides, went small, and it would just grow right back. And the 4B, 4C texture hair I have, it's just hard to maintain it. Like every night I would have to literally twist my hair, moisturize, spritz it down. But because I have my own natural hair product called F3 Golden, it's a hair pudding and it's a moisturizing spritzer, I didn't have to buy product. That was one thing that I didn't have to do, because when you are dealing with natural hair, you run through product. But I just got tired of it. I got tired of the rat race of, okay, it's Monday. If I'm going somewhere Friday, I got to make sure I twist my hair on Wednesday for it to be ready on Friday. Oh, if I'm going somewhere, I need advance notice because I got to do something to my head. It was just getting on my nerves. 7 years, y'all. I was over it. But within that time, I was like, okay, I never want to revert back to a relaxer, but I need to do something that's going to still be cute, but something that's going to simplify my life. And that right there, that word, simplify my life, that took me to a Sisterlock consultant. One day I was just, researching Sisterlocks. I was on the Sisterlock website, and then I remembered, I was like, man, okay, since I have my own natural hair product, I do a lot of natural events, natural hair events, conferences, shows, demonstrations, and all of that. And I remember meeting a young lady in St. Louis named Tamika. She owns Locs of Glory. I was like, okay, she introduced Sisterlocks to me about 5 years ago. I remembered her, and I was like, and I remember her hair. It was gorgeous, and she was talking about all the different styles you could do with it and how it was an alternative, for natural hair and for regular locks if you wanted to do more to your hair. So I reached out to Tamika. She was actually on the Sisterlock website. Reached out to her, set an appointment for a consultation, went in for my consultation, got the consultation. They went over everything. I'm talking about, she brought out the Sisterlock manual, honey. Yes, the manual. Went over the lady who originated or started the whole Sisterlock thing, talked about her and why she did it and why people choose Sisterlocks over regular locks and how convenient they are and the pros and cons, the cost, the price, all of that. She went over everything. So when we get down to the price, I have been researching this, right? So y'all, I had been on all these websites and people was like, oh, $600, oh, $800, oh, this, that, and the other. Depends on how long your hair is. Well, she measured my hair, did some trial locks, and she literally was like, with the length of your hair, because again, I had just got my hair tapered maybe like 3 months prior, so it was kind of short, maybe 2 inches on the side, but it was like probably about 6 to 8 inches in the top. So she was like, because of your density in your hair, the thickness of your hair, and how long it is, it's gonna be over $1,000. Over $1,000. I thought it was gonna be like 6 or 8. Honey, I was like, okay. So when you're talking about investing $1,000 into something that's not a car or a home or some furniture or something like that, or sometimes a bag. You really have to think about that. But I went home. She was like, now I want you to go home. I want you to think about this. You know, don't set an appointment now. You know, she gave me my slip of everything I was going to get. It was well over $1,000, y'all. But I would also get 3 more visits to the salon. Plus, I would get the Sisterlock shampoo. Plus, I would get information on Sisterlocks and all that good stuff. So, kind of like it was a package deal. So, the 3 visits would consist of my first initial visit to get the install, a second 2 to 3 week follow up to get a shampoo, and just to make sure there's no locks that I've lost or that has come loose or fallen out or whatever. And then it would also consist of a retie within the next 4 weeks after that. So it was a pretty, good package for everything that I was getting. Considering I talked to some people who didn't even get all of that. They just got their hair, installed, and that was it. Bye, see you later. So with all of that being said, I went home, I thought about it, and instantly I called. And I was like, I want to set an appointment because I want to do this. I need to get my hair Sisterlock. Believe it or not, this woman was able to fit me in 2 weeks later. So go back 2 weeks later, get my install, and I loved it. It took 10 hours. 2 people, 10 hours. Sarinthia and Tamika worked on each side of my head. 10 hours. When I tell you, I was originally supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, but she called and was like, can you come at 10? I was like, that's fine. Get there at 10 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday. No, it was a Friday. And when I tell you, I did not get out of that chair. I probably got out that chair for a brief second just to go use the restroom. But I had taken me a lunch, like some cashews, some raisins, some fruit, and some water. And I nibbled on that, and I just let them do their thing. And when I tell you, they did not take a breather. I don't even think they went to the restroom. I don't even think they stopped. I don't even think they took a break. I had my little iPad, thought I was going to be, scrolling on Facebook, all that. She was like, no, ma'am, because when you get Sisterlocks, it is intense because you have a grid. And you guys, this, I'm talking about my hair. I need to go get it retied now, but with the corona, you can't go get it. Actually, today I was scheduled to go get a retie, but they canceled it. So it has been 4 weeks. Well, actually, 4 weeks since I've had my last retie. But she told me I could, since, she's kind of been monitoring my hair, how it grows and stuff like that. She was like, you can kind of wait to 5 weeks. You don't have to come every 4 weeks, because I was going every 4 weeks. Because again, I'm going into my 3rd month. But back to the story. So they did not get up. They did my hair. No, it took 12 hours because I was there from 10 to 10. I left out of there at 10 o'clock that night. So 12 hours it took for my install. And when I tell you I got home, I love my hair from day one. You know how people be like, I don't like the way it looks, blah, 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 blah. I guess because my texture hair and my density in my hair is just so thick. Even when I got the install, you could see the grid, but it didn't look like I was bald. You know how some people get Sisterlocks and you can see they scalp real good. You still couldn't see my scalp. It still was fluffy. But fast forward to now. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about kind of the price. I told you it was well over $1,000. It was close to $1,200 for the install. And then every 4 weeks I go back to get a retie and a shampoo. So she gave me the Sisterlock shampoo, and I was like, girl, ain't nobody finna be doing that. She's talking about banding and doing all this. I was like, girl, bye. When I come get my retie, then you will shampoo my hair. And she was like, that's fine. So a retie for me, and I think it's because I get a shampoo and a retie, is $75. So that's every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how your hair grows. So for me, it's every 5 weeks now. And she'll give me the shampoo. She'll do the retie. And as far as my hair, you could tell that my hair is dyed. I'm doing this to my son because I want to come down here and start talking. But you cannot get your hair colored for a year after you've got a Sisterlock install. So that's hard for me because, honey, I got gray. Honey, I am 46 and I have gray hair throughout. So I knew going in that that was going to be a challenge. That was going to be I thought it was going to be one of the challenges, but it ended up not really being a challenge because once your hair starts filling out, it starts to get so thick you can't even see the grid for real. All you see is hair. So you can't even really see my gray. But I found a solution for that because what she said was even though you can't permanently dye your hair, you can use a rinse. So I'll just put a rinse on it every probably 6 weeks or every time I go get a shampoo or as needed. I'll just kind of put a rinse around the roots so you won't see the gray. But other than that, that is the only challenge I've had with Sisterlocks. I have not had any issues. You know how people say, oh, well, my scalp is dry, it's itchy, it's flaking. I have not had a problem with itchy scalp, flaking, none of that. And all I use is my rose water solution with a little lemon essential oil and a little orange essential oil. But what I do on a weekly basis is I massage my scalp. I go in through each part, each grid, and I spray it with my my solution because that's all you can use. That's all you can use. You're not supposed to use conditioner. You're not supposed to use oils. You're not supposed to use any of that. So that's all I use, and I go in and I massage my scalp every Saturday faithfully because I don't want to have dry scalp and itchy scalp. And especially now with this whole corona thing, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to the salon. So if I have to braid and band and shampoo my hair, I can do that, but I don't want to have to do that. So I try to keep and make sure that my scalp is cleansed on a regular basis. And believe it or not, those essential oils are designed, like peppermint oil, cinnamon oils, things like that. They're designed to cleanse the scalp. Even with lemongrass, it is a cleanser. So if you are suffering from dry, itchy scalp, I would advise using one of those essential oils. Please dilute it because they are very potent and they can burn the scalp. So dilute it with some water, but massage it in the scalp and it'll keep your scalp cleansed if you're going through that process of waiting to get a shampoo. Moving right along. So I told you about the price. I told you about how much I pay to go back and get a retie. And that is something, if you are interested in getting Sisterlocks, you really want to take it under consideration because if you cannot afford to pay $75 every 4 to 6 weeks to get a retie, then you do not need to get Sisterlocks because the retie is mandatory. Because if you don't get the retie, your hair is going to start coming loose. It's going to look a mess, and it's probably going to start locking up in ways that you don't want your Sisterlocks to lock up. Another thing I would suggest is that this right here is a braid out. I moisturize, spritz my hair probably every other day. I would not use the moisturizing spritzer or whatever your solution is daily because when you're at the locking stage, you don't want anything to interrupt your hair locking properly and locking at a natural state. So what happens is you get the install, you get your Sisterlocks installed, and your ends are loose. After that, after you've probably went through 2 weeks of just, moisturizing, spritzing, and following the Sisterlocks instructions, you'll notice that your ends will start curling up. Then after they start curling up, they should start budding at the end. And once that budding starts, the lock starts to harden and it starts to form an actual lock. So right now, I don't have any buds at the end except for in the back, but I can tell that my hair is thickening up and it's beginning to go into its Sisterlock form. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Talk to you about the cost, the follow-up visits, what to keep in mind, why I got Sisterlocks, how long I was natural, and the cons. I told you about the one challenge of just, with my hair dye, but pretty much that's it. But moving on to the pros. Why I love Sisterlocks. Because I can wake up at any place in the United States of America or outside and literally be good. Like, I could be in another country, like Africa. We went to Africa last year, and I think I wore a wrap every single day because my hair was natural, and I did not feel like dealing with it, and the humidity was different over there, and I just didn't want to deal with my natural hair. With Sisterlocks, it does not matter. Like, all you have to do is spritz and go, and it's cute every single time. Like, can you do braid outs? Can you do updos? Can you do all of that? Yes, if you feel like it, but if you don't, and you just want to be naturally cute, like, Sisterlocks is the way to go because it is nothing you have to do, low maintenance. And I'm all about the cute, low maintenance. So, just to give you an idea, right before I did this video, literally took off a bonnet and kind of just moisturized, spritzed my hair with the solution, the rose water solution, pulled it out a little bit, and this is what you get. And it's cute. And I can go anywhere with this. And it only takes 5 minutes. It doesn't take 2 hours of dealing with your hair and pulling and pushing up. And then when you go out in the humidity, it shrinks up. Now, I will tell you this. With Sisterlocks, the shrinkage is real because your hair is literally still natural. And until it's budded and it's hardened and it's fully locked, these little curls on the end are going to shrink up. So if you want to elongate your hair, all you have to do is do a braid out, and it lasts forever. And it just looks like, it's just natural waves in your hair. So, all of that being said, I love my hair. I would recommend Sisterlocks for anybody who's looking to lock. Simply because it's so much that you can do to it. And look at this growth. Like, literally, my hair has probably grown, I would like to say, about 2, almost 3 inches since I got my Sisterlocks installed. And it is thicker than it was. And I'll drop pictures in the bottom of this video, after this video, so that you can see the transition from the first month, second, and now going into the 3rd month. So that's it, y'all. I just want to come to y'all and just talk to you guys. And y'all gonna hear me say that a lot because I love that word, y'all. I don't know where I get it from. Like I'm country or something, but I am. I guess that's a Midwest thing, St. Louis thing. But I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about my Sisterlocks that I love so much. It is time for a retie again, but hey, it's still gorgeous. It's still natural, and it is, during this time of the coronavirus, it is the best thing since sliced bread. Or should I say the best thing since toilet paper, or best thing since Lysol, or the best thing since hand sanitizer. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's all. Fancy Flaming Fro no more. Sisterlock Queen it is. You guys be safe out there. Follow all the instructions during this coronavirus. Wash your hands. Spray yourself down. Be cautious. Practice social distancing and all of that thing. And this too shall pass. Peace.